Needs to bounce. As you say, Stephen, if he's too straight. Depends. You can always tell how quick a player gets down, but the fact he's looking at it and a little shake of the head, he's straight enough. Brown and blue needed. Well, trying to force the brown in to get position on the blue. He's got position on the blue, but he didn't pot the brown. As we say, all about fractions. If it had a nice half ball angle on the brown, it'd have been a formality. Judd 9 points behind. Means brown, blue and pink.
Played that with a slight degree of safety. The positive way would obviously to pot the brown dead weight to get position on the blue. Played it a little bit firmer. I'd be happy with that result.
Yes, he will. As you say, I think he played it with a little element of a shot for nothing. But if Mark Allen can get right in behind the brown here, as he's done, that will work out to be a pretty good shot. I mean, you'd think that was pretty safe for most people, but it does cut. But he's not played it. It's early on in this match, best of 19. First to 10, of course, to win it, but you can feel a little bit of tension in the air already, Stephen, can't you, at this early stage?
It's become a big frame. 2-frame lead is with only 4 frames left to play after the interval. 2-frame lead is massive.
Yes, and always we think it's a big frame when both players have had a few chances to win it. It gains in importance. And whoever loses it will reflect on the chances they've missed. If you win it, you'll forget those missed opportunities.
Yes, if you have a 3-1 lead, you know that you only need 1 of the remaining 4 frames to be at least level going into the evening session. Share the next 2. Share 2 of the frames of the next 4 and you've got a lead. That's a good shot. The brown's in the middle of the table, so this is not easy to get safe. It's not easy to hit, not easy to get safe.
Yes, and this is a old case of hitting the brown and hope you get it safe. So it basically is a hit and hope. The fuller you hit the brown, the more chance you got of getting it safe. We'll be pleased with that. Couldn't have done much better. Would have been happy with that if he could have hit the brown direct. He got the snooker. I think he's covered the potting angle, but I think Mark Allen would be just happy that he could get through to it any part of the brown here. Oh, he's hit it too thin. But it's okay. It's okay. It just travelled enough.
Yeah, Mark's just got the advantage of a little bit of the run of the balls in this little safety exchange. Judd sat in his chair for an extra couple of seconds there. He was just hoping he was going to get a leave there. Doesn't want to be touching.
Foul on the miss. Mark Allen 4.
Yeah, they all glance at the scoreboard.
Surprised he put that back there, Mark. I thought he might have chosen to play the safety. It's quite easy to get back behind the blue, pink and black and maybe bring the brown a little bit off the cushion. This is easy to drop on, and he's not going to leave a pot.
Yeah, I suppose he's thinking if he's going to play it dead weight, then he's always going to be left with an easy safety. He doesn't want to miss it again. He hit it well that time. So just very thin off the brown and try and find this top cushion. Dead weight. Missed the trick there, but he's got a good brown. Well, it's found Judd trump out because he's hit the brown too thick, and the kiss on the pink has left the chance that Mark Allen's looking for. Brown and blue needed. Oh, just wide. Automatically on the blue if it went in. Big shot that, and a big chance gone. Once again, fullish contact, but this time it's not run safe. 13 points behind, needs the 4 remaining colours. Oh, well, hitting it that hard, and if they don't go in and they rattle the jaws, they'll invariably finish up on the floor.
Yeah, I'm surprised it hit that so hard. It just looked like a pretty natural angle just to play with top spin, come back up for the blue. He sort of stunned it.
Well, it means that Mark Allen just needs the brown. And in it goes. So it looks certain now, as they go to the mid-session interval, that Mark Allen will hold a 2-frame advantage.
Mark Allen 4.
Only one snooker needed, so Judd Trump will come back to the table. That cue ball's close to the middle, and that bump has left it, and Judd Trump has seen enough, and he wipes his cue across the table, knocks the blue off, and Mark Allen will be very relieved. He lost the first frame, but he's won the next 3. He leads the Judd-Note 3-1.
And I don't think this is a scoreline that most people would have predicted, but Mark Allen playing out of his skin, especially with that wonderful break in the frame before last, Steve.
Yes, and he's keeping the heat on Judd Trump, and a few mistakes. Judd played that sort of very, very optimistic plant earlier in the frame, and then he's given the chance of the brown. He goes to them all the time, and he goes to them with force, and as Stephen Hendry said, hitting this hard, wobbling it in the jaws, we see on these match tables with very tight pockets, they can jump off the table.
He's not in any way tempered the strength at which he hits the ball. He really does give it a good bash, doesn't he?
Yeah, it was a bit surprising why he had to dig down on the cue ball there, but Stephen Hendry said in commentary he could have played it as a natural, like just a little bit of top spin. It seemed like it was a natural angle to come back up for the blue one anyway. But as Steve said, you know, Mark Allen's keeping the heat on. He's going about his business, you know, very quietly. You know, he's picking off nice little breaks. He's not smashing the balls open and making... he's just picking them off nicely. He's very composed. And you know, he's really started off this final very, very well.
Indeed. How would you view the overall look of the first 4 frames then, Steve?
We all thought that it was going to be Judd that was going to be the dominant force. Obviously, you know, it's stating the obvious in a way when the guy's 3-1 up, but he looks very, very calm and very collected out there, and he looks like he's not going to mess his chances up as well. I'm very impressed with how Mark Allen's, you know, grasping his first his world final.
Well, particularly as we made the point earlier that this is exactly that. It's his first one. You would expect nerves to play a significant part, whereas Judd has the benefit of having gone all the way to a World Championship final in the past.
Yeah, absolutely. He has a bit more experience in that department. But I think once you get out there and you get those few frames under your belt, that you're just enjoying the whole atmosphere. And he looks certainly more relaxed than he has done in previous matches here, and he's playing, particularly when he gets in around some, he's scoring a lot heavier, and he's also keeping the pressure on. He's playing good tight frames as well, playing really good safety. His safety and certainly his shot selection at the moment is much better than Judd's.
Yeah, just my point, I said world final. I think some of the BBC events have much more of a standing than any of the other events in the world. So I think they are magnified. And
yes,
if you play on the big occasion in these 3 events we have on BBC, you can have a game of snooker.